I don't understand how this is getting worse and worse and it's not under control. And also the shocking part is that London is now more dangerous than New York. So New York, they had 21 killings this year. I know stabbings have been going on in London, but it hasn't been this bad. So what I want to know is why.
When I joined the police, we had at least 10 to 15 officers per shift that used to patrol a relatively normal average area. 5 years later, these numbers were cut by half, and the area that we had to cover was triple. This directly caused us not being able to be as proactive and become more reactive to situations.
Get young people off the streets, get them busy and support them.
For young people, if you get caught with a knife, we've got law in place, we've got a system already, you go to prison and you come out and that's what happens. But I think to curb this epidemic the best way we can, we also need to work with business, innovation. We need to create some skills, we need to create some opportunities for these people not to be sitting idle, not to be sitting in the same place, and lack of a cliche, not to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now we need to put these people in different places, different institutions, and we can teach them different skills so they don't feel like walking around in, like the woman has also alluded to, glamorizing it. I think the media have a role to play in this, and not just, you know, always, okay, young people have come outside, killed somebody, it's happened again. I think we do need to change the way we approach this. I know John's going to have his word, but talking to a man like John and using his experience, even he feels it's time for us to maybe do some different approaches and different
so John, what do you think could be done?
It's really, really sad news, and I'm praying for the souls of people who have been killed. I'm praying for their families, because it must be really, really tough. So once police funding is increased and youth services is funded appropriately, as well as mental health support for young people, I think we're going to go somewhere with this. I think it will work. What are your thoughts about the whole thing? What are your suggestions as well, so that we can have a voice, because this is us having a voice. Hopefully somebody will come across it and they will implement what you guys are suggesting. Okay, moving on next. Two black men were sitting in Starbucks. They didn't order anything, but they were sat there waiting for their friends. And from what I've heard, that people normally go into Starbucks, they may not order anything, but they sit there either waiting for other people or using the free Wi-Fi in Starbucks. But they were there, and guess what? They had them arrested, and it wasn't one policeman. There weren't two policemen. A group of police guys came in and had these two black men arrested. Outrageous, shameful, and disgusting.
Don't get no fight with them. Don't get no fight with them. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, this guy. What did they get called for? Because there were two black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes, well, what did they do? What did they do? Did someone tell me what they did?
They didn't do anything. I saw the entire thing.
They didn't. What did they do?
Nothing. And the woman said it's for paying customers after they eat. They didn't do anything.
A lot has been going on in America where black men are shot for no good reason, but the fact that you can't even go into Starbucks and sit down there and not buy anything, the stereotype is getting out of hand. If they went black and they sat there, would they have been arrested? Ponder on that and leave me your comments in the comment section below, okay? So in this other news is a news from Africa that I felt sorry for the lady in question, but I laughed my head off. And I'm going to tell you guys. So this lovely, beautiful actress from Ghana, her name is MOESHA Bodoung. I don't know if I've pronounced her surname properly, had an interview with CNN. She's from Ghana, so she lives in Ghana, and she was talking about how all her rents are being paid for, because it's difficult to pay for rent in Ghana, that you have to put 2 years deposit before you can even move into the place that you've rented, and it's really, really expensive. So I understand that, but she was saying that you have to be in a relationship with a man to be able to afford all those things. Basically, she was saying that women have to sleep with men for money to be able to afford their rent, to be able to afford to buy themselves clothes. In fact, the general upkeeps that women have to rely on men for that. And you know what? I felt... Watch the interview for yourself and let me know what you think.
Ghana is like our economy is just such in a way that you just need someone to take care of you.
Why? Because you can't make enough money?
You can't make enough money.
As a woman here?
As a woman here. Because even when you want to get an apartment, in Ghana you pay 2 years in advance. Wow. And I just started working. Where will I get money to pay for an apartment for 2 years?
Are you basically telling me that you're having sex with this guy essentially to pay your rent?
Because he can afford to take care of you.
It was embarrassing and it was disgraceful. When I was watching her, I was feeling really sorry for her. Why would you say something like that? It was hilarious. But what's happened is that MOESHA has come back to apologize to all African women. Obviously, she had a backlash for that interview. So she has come back to apologize to all women for obviously saying what she said and making women look weak and making women look immoral, that they have to sleep with men to be able to fund themselves, they have to sleep with men to be able to afford anything. What do you think? Would you forgive her? I forgave her instantly. I was talking about this with a friend of mine today, and she said I think she got carried away by CNN. She got carried away that she was being interviewed by CNN, and she just opened her mouth and said what she shouldn't have said. But I know this is a reality for some women in Africa where they cannot afford anything unless they sleep with men. And in fact, it's not just Africa. In Asian countries as well, women are being subjected to having sexual relationship with men to afford anything, to get themselves a good job. And I know this is going on in Nigeria because that's my country of origin. I've seen it happen where women are having to sleep with men for money. Women are having to sleep with men to afford anything. Some people are doing it because they are really desperate for that money. Other people are doing it because they are greedy. I know people are telling MOESHA off. I get that. There are lots of self-made women as well in Nigeria, in Ghana, across Africa that are doing really well, and they don't have to sleep with men to get money. They don't have to sleep with men to drive cars. They don't have to sleep with men to have their own houses. So those women I salute, because it's tough out there, but some women live like that. This is something that we need to be aware of, that is happening in Africa. Young girls are following the footsteps of these ladies where they feel that they can never achieve anything unless they sleep with a married man who is going to be sponsoring them to get the things that they need to have in life. So you can blame MOESHA all you like. This is happening. MOESHA, my darling, please get a job. Stop depending on a man, especially a married man, because you're going to get married one day and you do not want anyone sleeping with your husband just because they want to pay their rent. Would you like that? So that's just my point. So my lovelies, that brings me to the end of the news that caught my attention this week. I shall be bringing you more on Monday. Obviously there's lots going on around the world, but these ones I picked up. But I would like you to let me know what you think of this change on my channel. Leave your comment in the comment section below, and if there are news out there that you want me to talk about, please email me on my email address, which will be in the description box below. It's jfomeadows@yahoo.co.uk. Also across Twitter you can slide into my DM as well. Let me know about any news that you want me to bring on the channel so that we can talk about it. My handle across is Jane Meadows TV. So on Twitter I'm Jane Meadows TV, on Instagram I'm Jane Meadows TV, and I'm very active in all of this. Facebook not so much, but I am active across Twitter and Instagram. So you can slide into my DM and let me know if there's any news that you would like us to discuss on this channel. Please, I would like to hear back from you. I want this to be interactive. Let me know what you think about the news I brought on board today. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I really appreciate you guys as usual. I shall see you again very soon. Have a wonderful week, and don't forget to expect your blessing. It's there. Love you lots. Mwah!